Hi, I'm Billy Lee, and I'm here to teach you about the parts and structure of an atom. An atom is a very important part of chemistry because it is the building block for everything from compounds to molecules to ions. The atom is composed of two main parts. There is the central nucleus, which contains the protons and the neutrons. Surrounding the nucleus is a series of energy levels called the electron cloud, which, in justification of the name, holds the electrons of the atom. Let's learn about the proton first. The proton is part of the center cluster called the nucleus. A proton is an example of a composite particle, which means it is made up of smaller particles like quarks. Specifically, the proton is composed of two up quarks and one down quark. All protons have a positive charge. The number of protons in an atom determines the atomic number of the atom, which determines what element the atom is. For example, an atom with one proton would have the atomic number of 1, and hydrogen's atomic number is 1, so we know the atom is a hydrogen atom. The neutron is also a composite particle that is found in the center nucleus cluster. A neutron is composed of two down quarks and one up quark. Neutrons don't actually have a charge, which is why the name neutron sounds like neutral. There is always an equal number or a greater number of neutrons to protons. The number of neutrons in an atom determines the mass number, which is the number of protons plus the number of neutrons in an atom. This also determines what isotope of an element an atom is. For example, hydrogen 2 would have one proton and one neutron, but hydrogen 3 would have one proton and two neutrons. Now, the third particle of an atom is much smaller in terms of mass. A proton is about 1,835 times more massive than an electron. An electron is also not a composite particle. It is a fundamental particle, which means it cannot be broken any smaller than it already is. Electrons are found in the energy levels of an atom, that tends to surround and almost orbit the nucleus. If there are more electrons, there will be more energy levels in the atom. Only 2 electrons can fit in the first energy level, but after that, the next energy level can hold 8 electrons. The number of electrons in an atom can affect the charge of an atom. An atom is neutral if the number of electrons equals the number of protons, but if it doesn't match, then the atom is an ion, which means it either has extra electrons and has a positive charge, or is missing some electrons and so it has a negative charge. The need for ions to gain or lose electrons causes them to share electrons with other atoms. This is the reason for chemical reactions, formulas, and most other topics involving chemistry. Now it may be easier to see how much the structure of an atom contributes to the knowledge of chemistry. Have a good day.